Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. The platforming sections when you're carrying people and carrying items are complete and utter bullshit. As you're seeing, I'm having to jump at the very, very fucking edge of the platform if I want to make it. If I don't jump at the very edge of the platform, which is hard to do, Musashi will fall, and I'll just have to repeat the whole thing all over again. I mean, personally, I already don't like carry sections, but to have me do bullshit platforming during carry sections makes me not like them even more. I think Close Shut has the longest carry section in the game. Fontina's, if I'm right, was one room. Astara's was one room. Bernini's was not that bad. Also, Mirabeau or Maribel, I forget which one, but that was just like one room too. Close Shut, you have a whole dungeon of carrying her. The searchlights that you're seeing are really easy to avoid, and I've never been caught by one on any of my playthroughs. That's like 6 or 7 playthroughs of this game, and not once. If you get caught, if I'm right, the alarms go off like she said, and the doors close, and then you have to take them out, but I've never been caught, so I really just don't know how that is. Also, I forgot to mention this, but the Sword of Void's power that you get is really fucking ironic, because if you could use the Sword of Void during this temple, it would help a lot. But you can't. You don't get the Sword of Void until Mana Temple Visit 2. Well, actually, after Mana Temple Visit 2. So it's like the temple where it would help the most, you don't get it. I really do wish you got Inner Refuge earlier in the game, but I mean, as long as you get it right. I mean, even if you don't have Inner Refuge, you still have the invincibility of the sword's powers, but Inner Refuge it makes it a lot easier. There actually is one point I think I die, even though I do have Inner Refuge, but the room I die in is complete bullshit, and it's in Mana Temple Visit 2. I think I've died there every time I've played this game. That is one room that has just killed Musashi every fucking time. Now the trick with this searchlight, you're supposed to jump on this platform, and yeah, they're having you do platforming to avoid the searchlight, which is bullshit because of how hard platforming is while carrying somebody in this game. I also get really unfortunate here. Musashi gets hit by that thing twice. He gets hit once when I jump over, another time after he grabs the platform, and then after that he falls into like the vile goo, poison. I don't know what the fuck it is, but he falls into it. He also takes damage from that. So I lose about 75 to 50% of my health just for one mistake. So that's a really forgiving game right there. Now granted, that was the worst case scenario, and generally that doesn't happen. Generally you would just get hit once and fall into it. But because Musashi happened to grab the ledge, he got hit 3 times. Now I think there's about 2 to 3 chests in this room. Eventually I get all of them. Now what happened there is I made another mistake and Musashi lost what was left of his health after that first mistake, honestly. Now luckily Musashi did not get hit 3 times, he only got hit twice. If he had gotten hit 3 times, he would have died. I wouldn't have been able to react in time and give him an HP recovery item, and I would have had to start from the beginning of the chapter. So yeah, apparently those 4 bolts that they drilled out were holding the whole platform together. And thanks to them being gone, the platform falls, and you have to fight them. Pretty sure this is the last time I have to fight this enemy in the game. Well, no, I might have to fight it in the arena. That might be the one other place. Like always, the main thing I don't like about fighting this enemy is I can't go for 4 attacks and then a 360. I have to attack it from long range, otherwise that drill will hit me out of it. So yeah, Musashi got knocked out from the fall, but Clochette is apparently just A-OK. Which makes no sense.
Welcome to the Chamber of Rebirth. Glad you could come, Ms. Boyd. We've been waiting for you. You are integral to restoring this temple to glory, you see. Escort our guest to the Mystery Gate. The time of rebirth is at hand.
With pleasure.
How dare you! I'm the employee of the month.
Oh, please. To you, our company was nothing more than one big piggy bank. You really think we trusted a gold digger like you?
Right. On to plan B. Musashi, get up! This is no time for a nap!
Let's see. The ancient scroll says first go 94 right.
What's going on? I don't like this one bit.
Then 58 left.
What do you think you're looking at? That's going to cost you.
And finally, 88 right.
I'm getting dizzy.
So as you can see, now they've revived Mana Temple back to its former glory. And all the zombie-like enemies that you fought before are now transformed into these gigantic fucking hulking monsters. And you get a pretty good ability from them, but I think I use it like once or twice. So this is our first boss fight with invincibility. Well, not our first boss fight with invincibility. We've had the swords bullshit for a long time. But this is our first boss fight with inner refuge invincibility, which is a lot simpler. And this is a really easy boss fight, even if you didn't have invincibility, to be honest. Now I'm pretty sure that this is one of the few boss fights that no matter what difficulty I've played on, I have never died during this boss fight. But all you have to do to beat this boss is attack the sword that's glowing when it uses these really obvious and really easy to see attacks. After you do that, the sword gets destroyed, and then it changes the sword that you have to destroy. Destroy all of them, and then the boss goes into its second phase. And the second phase isn't really that much harder than the first phase. Now when that boss uses that shockwave attack, unless you're really close to it the second it uses it, you're not going to be able to destroy the sword that you need to. So now after all that, the boss is going to enter its second phase. Now the second phase basically has 3 attacks. The attack that you're seeing right now, and after that, there's the attack where it plunges its head into the ground and then starts shooting fire out. And finally, there's the attack where the body, not the head, actually just lunges at you. Now I know there's some way where you can get it, like when the body charges at you, there's some way where you can get the head to actually go back into the body, and I don't know if that does damage or if there's a cutscene or anything, because I've always just used the invincibility to avoid it.